I know you're on Facebook, you're always posting, like you're going down the rabbit hole for like, whatever type of, some sort of theme or some
Yep.
sort of band.
Yeah.
You do
Well,
that a
so
lot.
I have a feature called "Sorry Not Sorry" each afternoon. It's just a one song thing at 4 p.m. And the idea is to find a forgotten oh wow kind of song like that. So that is often 80s or even 90s or 2000s at this point. I mean, it
Yeah.
could, it could kind of be anything. But yeah, I love like obscure cool classic 80s stuff because that's when I was listening to top 40 radio growing up in Minnesota. So, um,
Yeah. Yeah. So what was your station of choice? What were you listening to?
well, at the youngest, in like the grade school and middle school age, it was probably the big top 40 stations there were WLOL and KDWB. KDWB is still going today as a CHR. But we had great rock stations too. So I grew up with KQRS, KQ92, and the most influential though was in 1990 to 92. KJJO, KJ104 was
Mm.
one of the original commercial modern rock stations when there were probably fewer than 20. And I was only in eighth and ninth grade at that time, but that's where I heard
Perfect.
the
Yeah.
Ramones, Jane's Addiction, James, Ned's Atomic Dustbin, all those
Oh
Soup
my god.
Dragons, like all that stuff is what they were playing. And the original Lollapalooza lineup too.
Yeah.
And that was just so influential to me. That station is kind of what inspired me to want to pick songs on the radio for people. It was just so much music
Mhm.
that I found there.
Who was your was there a guy, like you look forward to their show? Was there, what was the
Oh
your
yeah.
talent?
So a couple. So at KJ 104 on the weekends, Kevin Cole was doing
Him.
uh he did both Radio Depth Probe, which was like a techno type show, and he did a show called Rock and Roll Wingding, which was kind of a free form all over the place type thing on Sunday nights. So at that time, he was a DJ at First Avenue in Minneapolis and did the
Mm.
radio stuff on the side. And eventually, after KJ 104 went away, he became the program director for Rev 105 in the Twin Cities. But he's just been a huge inspiration. And like, I just look forward to that show all the time. And like, just it's all that stuff is just as legendary to Minnesota people as like the K Rock history or all the
Yeah.
stations on the West Coast and all of that. So
Yeah.
I love that heritage. So great.